Hello and welcome. Yes, I've got this on because there's one thing I noticed in editing that I've changed it now. The seeds were on priority 1 and everything else was on priority 10, which means that it's not treating the seeds as very important at all, which would explain why they weren't going out. So I've changed that, and we shall say that should everything else now is less. I've deactivated solid fertilizer because there wasn't any, and the manure and everything else is below the priority of seed, so we shall see that should truthfully make a massive difference. So no, yeah, it doesn't really make any difference. It was on that one particular thing. While we're here though, I just thought I'd quickly check all of the, I just want to check everything else. I wanted to see how this was doing. We're nearly done. Now, did we stick all of the grass in that, or is some in our storage? I have a feeling I stuck some grass in that. We also need to get the olives over. Sugar beets, of course. We need to be creating sugar. Yeah, I've been a bit lax, haven't I? Straw as well, of course. That needs, yeah, top priority then is shifting stuff around. So we will do that. And the olives, we can take the... Let's zoom in a little. I always it is the natural zoom level. I'm going to have to get into the habit of zooming in all the way. There is also, we could actually use that very one. That's perfect. Wrong way. Yeah, and yeah, we have, it is true, we have also got to right now, I don't want you, I want you. Yeah, and just remember the zoom level though. Now it is zoomed in like I said, so I'm going to have to get used to it. I think what it is obviously when you do fertilising, you zoom out, and then the next time you do zoom in a little, but I don't know. Yeah, well, no, not always. Sometimes I forget even to do that. Now, did I repair this? Yes, I did. Perfect. So this one, in fact, yeah, we'll do this as the olives, and we're setting. We're going to see if the AI workers can travel from here to... I am toying with the idea of actually putting auto drive in. Only I don't know how to automate completely, because it takes the human factor out of things. I mean, you could say the same about cosplay, but for that I just literally see that as there's no way you can run most farms with just yourself, really, and even the in-game workers are better than absolutely not having anything. So I treat it as that, really. No, not on this one. I've gone the wrong way, of course I have. Yeah, I nearly always do. Sugar beets, we will do that as well. Olives, that's what we want. I've got no cover on this. I was trying to put the cover on and there isn't one. That would explain why that's not working. So let's give it every chance. If we go out on the road, I've always found that the best way. You shouldn't need to do it, but I don't know, it seems to... I remember I've read something about this. There are supposed to be traffic splines is the way this actually works. And I read an article that some map makers don't do that so well as others, and that's not me having a go. That's just what the article was saying. Right, so we want the shop. Let's try actually in the shop, because it should be one of the easiest places to go to, like the farmyard. Aha, you see, so JMGaming is not one of those that hasn't done it. Right, smash it. I do realise that, because on Rombos, I don't think to begin with he got it, and then he corrected it, because at the end it was spot on. And I know, not having a go either. I would imagine making a map is very, very, yeah, difficult, truthfully. Yeah, that is annoying me, that weight. It really is. I think we're going to have to just drop that off. Have we? We don't... No, that's why I bought it, isn't it? Because we hadn't got the wheat. It is the wee fro. I keep calling it the wrong thing. Yeah, we'll leave that for the fact. If we stick that the other way, like that, then anybody can get. Oh no, I did that yesterday as well. Right, okay, that's sorted that problem. Right, now let's get. Oh, now then again, yeah, this is the bad side of the big bag handler, is the fact that you can't. Yeah, that would be something that would be a nice feature, and that is the fact that. Now again, this one I am way out. You're not showing any good qualities. I've got 4K, and then you're not actually. Oh, that was a very strange fall. Oh, still thinking about how to settle down. Right, yeah, it's like a very slow fall. Right, now let's pull these out of the way, and we should stick them. I'd almost tempted to sell the object storage we've got and get the bigger one, because I like it a lot. I think it's fantastic. I think we'll be having that an awful lot. Brilliant. Obi-Wan has taken that. Why did I send him to the shop? I don't know. That is very true. Right, let's get some of these. Now then, we can we use that for straw? I'm not sure. And why did I send that tractor particularly? I was going to send this one on the smaller one. So we have now sent the best tractor all the way down there. Yeah, we will go and sort that in a minute. We will. I just want to get all of this, the straw. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can put straw in the strap, but I know it is mostly that kind of thing, forage types, but I can't remember if it does straw. I'm sure I've done this before and it doesn't, but we shall see. And I also need to be getting some additive as well, silage additive. Or have I? No, that's fuel. We could get another fuel as well. No, we're alright for that. I'm a terror for getting too much of something. Right, so we want. Ah, it can. Fantastic. Let's let that fill. And we will, while that is filling, we should just, yeah, we should be sticking this in. Well, let's leave one of these out, because we do need one. In fact, that is a point. I think it can cope with 2 of those, can't it? We want that for the mercury. Which, are we going to be doing that soon? Because I don't mind leaving it out if it's going to get used soon. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. So let's stick this in the middle at the back. And behind a post, so it's not really getting in the way. And the other 2 we're leaving out for the herbicide. Yeah, we should bring the Massey, yeah, that in soon, I think, to sort that out. But we shall tidy it up. Right, so we need to be doing straw to silage. Let's stick these at the back. Oh, what on earth have I done with that one? I can't remember doing that with that. But I possibly did without thinking about it, because I'm sure the fairies haven't been in. Although, yes, we all know that sometimes... Ah, okay. Now then, can we... This is going to be quite a tricky one to do. Or is it? Let me just see. Can I get behind the back? I know it's very thin at that end. We could get in the middle. So if you can't hear, we'd have to shift everything out and... Oh, it's going to be tight. If anything can get through there, it's a telehandler. Just... Yeah, let's sort these little problems out. And then we're going to get the straw all done, and aha, yeah, that's the bad side to what I did, isn't it? But we can just about manage to get that through. So No, not yet. Yeah, we should be able to push that. Exactly like that. Brilliant. Okay. Oh no, let's do the other one too. Let's get that. Let's finish your job, not half do it. I'm a terror for that. Yeah, I'm not going to do the liming and fertilising of the olives, but I am going to do that on one session. I just want to get everything going, and I do think my gut tells me that those fields are broken. It does. Or one thing I did see, I remember once on a field when it went wrong. It actually, yeah, it was on the, I think it was the first year, and I can't remember if it was a field that I'd given up on, and I didn't really worry about it. I'd got a lot of fields. I can't remember why, but it sticks in my mind that afterwards, the year after, it literally did start growing. So there is that possibility as well. I doubt it, but you never know. Well, it says actually managing this quite well. Yes, we do need to sort that as well, don't we? That needs to be shifted a little bit further. Oh, there's a massive dimmock there. Yeah, let's move this past. We shall do this as soon as we've got the Stroutman in. So we'll push this well out the way, and we'll get that sorted. Yeah, so that's going to be 4. No, it's almost. Was it? I can't remember. Yeah, I know it's over 200. I thought it was 300 tons, but I'm not so sure. But let's get this sorted. And we want this sorting to silage and sending to the BGA, and we want the BGA doing. Yeah, I've been a little bit lax on this. It is true, when I actually consider all of the time, I said 12 hours, and I don't think we're far out, if I'm honest, with all things being considered. Yeah, I think we're not far off at all. Let's get 2 of them set up. I always find that actually really works quite well. Now then. Can we stick you somewhere? I think we ought to have a little shed built for the grasswork tools, if I'm honest, and be stored over there. That's my plan, because this yard isn't big enough. It has reached an impasse where we are trying to store too much stuff here, and you just cannot do it. Yeah. There is that little slab as well of land, and I am hoping to start to use those pallets a little bit better. I am. That's something I'd like to get better at. I keep seeing them and thinking, you know, you really could make better use of those, and I agree with that. I could. Right, I thought this was the most appropriate size for this, really. I didn't think that, yeah, even this may be a little bit. Right, let's get you back. Yeah, we'll form a line. We'll do this one, and then we'll get him filling. Ooh, and we'll crash into it as well, shall we? Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've had quite a good run of manoeuvring, and I've just ended it. Oh dear, it is what it is. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time on. Yeah, I'm not binning St. Cally either. We will be doing the odd episode, but I am going to treat. Yeah, I haven't got any start from scratches, and it is my game start of choice. Yeah, through people's asking, I have done. Well, and also sometimes the map seemed better. This Agres seemed better to be New Farmer to bring out the, and it wasn't. I found it challenging. I think JMGaming did the balance absolutely perfect. Riverside, now that was very generous by Missy B. So yeah, that one we had a lot of equipment. Don't get me wrong, we didn't have everything. We did have to still buy stuff, but we had such good equipment that it made a big difference. Even though the fields and that there weren't yeah, there was still challenge, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not having a go either, because that makes it sound like I'm having a go at this to be that it was not right, and it was perfect. If anything, as I say, a little too perfect. But then you have New Farmer, that's part of the challenge. You've only got 100,000, so no, actually, let's not make this difficult, because we have got a field here that hasn't been planted, or if it is, it's not even growing at all. So it's not going to hurt to go over the edge of the field. Yeah, there is a time when it is and a time when it isn't. Yes, I know. Yeah, there is a massive dimmock there, actually, and I would say, looking at it, that that was from doing this, so I would think we need to do a bit of smoothing here, because it is a little bit awful. I may do that off camera, but it will need sorting, definitely. Love where we are money-wise, because we seem to nearly always be down at 6,000 or less, so it's very nice to actually have a little bit of money in our pockets. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm happy. I think the fields we've got are about right now that we bought that. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to... Yeah, olives. Now, the olives do take a long time. There is no denying this fact. So I'm wondering whether or not to bring the mod... Oh, yeah, you can see that those wheels are lifted completely because of that massive dimmock. Yeah, there is like a bit like the grape gardens. There is some olive garden equivalents. In fact, there's 2 or 3. So I'm wondering whether or not we bring some of those in, because obviously the olive grove we've got is quite large. It will take time to do. If I was to do olives properly, all of them, lots more, it would take us days. Yeah, and it is a matter of scale, and also the fact that it's a game and it's what you can cope with and keep the balance. Yeah, it is. I remember the time on Atting when I did the biggest fields of poplars that I've ever seen anybody do, and yeah, I've seen Mr. C do a large one, Mr. CLP do a large one, but yeah, I'm not like that. That was a monster, and it took absolutely hours. It was multiple sessions because it was so large. And there are some times when obviously that meant I couldn't really release any episodes, because I was literally doing that for like 3 days solid. Yeah, it must have been 4 or 5 recording sessions. Now, obviously that means that then all the Let's Plays are suffering. So there is a balance element to creating content, and obviously it's my job as a content creator to try to keep that going. And now, obviously, the bigger the maps get, or the bigger the Let's Play gets, like Riverside is very well established, as is... Well, this is comfortable. I'm enjoying where we are. I come on and yeah, some sessions you've got a lot of work, and I don't mind working hard, and, well, no, you manage it. It does mental energy, isn't it, really? So, yeah, I don't mind doing that at all. I enjoy it, but there are some times when it gets to the size of original Rombos, or Riverside is also now equally getting a massive, it really is. St. Cali was, funnily enough, for a small map, yeah, it kept me busy, it really did. Oh, I had a sneeze coming. Not that you'll see that, you'll see it, yeah, I'm going to paste that together, so... Yeah, it's hard to get this right because it's a little tractor and the trailer is large, so yeah, to try to feature that isn't so easy to get the balance right. Right, we're getting somewhere now. I think this will be the last one. Then we need to get the sugar done, which we won't be able to do in these at all. Yeah, we'll use the 48 tonner, and we have, yeah, we still can use 2 tractors though. We can still use the little one on that, yeah, the smaller of our trailers, really. It's a shame because the other one would have been more suited, really, and I have done it the wrong way round. I should have sent you, because you would have coped with a small trailer all the way up to, yeah, I mean, I've sent him to the shop. We're going to go and sort that as well. I want to get all of these little jobs out of the way that are important that I'm ignoring, which is my habit with something that's a little bit out of sight, out of mind. But these are equally important. If, yeah, to keep a Let's Play going, you've got to do all of the jobs. And also sometimes the little jobs as well are equally, yeah, this is what I keep saying actually about the way that I always wanted to move mountains on any Let's Play in any given session. You can't do that, it's unrealistic. The little jobs are equally important, sometimes more so. Brilliant, that's the last of the straw then. Right, let's get this going and let's get that water in and start, yeah, I want to start to get some water in. That's why we've got the big, ooh, yeah, that's that dimmock. Love how fantastic these steer, the little ones. Yeah, the fence on St. Cali sometimes is so sensitive that it throws me out a little bit. Now, where can I stick these without being in the way, or at least one of them? Will I block that if I pull that down there like that? I don't think so. I think we're going to have to get creative because obviously there's only so much. I suppose actually these could be classed as the grass work as well, and just have the normal trailers here. Now we are going to need this, so yeah, don't switch its engine off. We not want the green trailer. Yeah, this is, in fact, yeah, we've got the, no, it won't matter. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, this is suited to the, we have the 45 tonner as well, don't we? So if we've got the bigger two, I know we've got the Massey somewhere over the back, but I think he's, do we need him actually? I think he's, that is true, he would be better suited to being here, really. Anyway, let's get that last. We need to be setting that. We'll go and do all of the productions once we've got everything shifted into the place that it needs to be. Yeah, and also we should have a look at the exotic gardens and see how they're doing. No, let's not pull him yet. Mind you, we could turn him around. It is true. It's all about using your... Yeah, I think Rombo's taught me that. It's funny, but there is a lot of... You can use multiple tools, literally jump from one to the other and get everything ready, which I do start to do now. And it was Rombo's Road that taught me that one, definitely. When you had to juggle a lot, because there was always lots to do. So you sometimes had 2 lorries on the go and two or three trailers on the go. Right, can we stick that just there without it being too much in the way? And these steer strange though, don't they? So yeah, we could stick that next to that one. I think that's going to be the least in the way if we do that. And I know this is bigger. Fantastic. Very fortunate. That was an absolutely cracking deal, that was. Very pleased with that. Right, so sugar. Let's do the same to that. Yeah. This may be the session, if I'm honest. I was just thinking in my own head then that this is going to take a while, but it is true. It is equally... It is what the farm's doing in this month. Yeah, I'm going to try and say things right. Month, not... Yeah, it is. It's what we are trying to get our business settled. Yeah, the equally as important is obviously the... now then, we are after... Which way is it going to be? I think we're close to this end, I think. We are. Brilliant. No, we need to hang around, and we're going to the Lords. Yes, Rogue River Valley. Thoroughly enjoying that, but I really do think Yeah, I really wish I'd actually done it on hard economy to make it slightly more. There's some such, of course, it's hindsight as always. Yeah, it is so good what the map maker's done. There are some fantastic things, but there's things like free coal if you find out, which obviously if you watch the video you'll see me sort of, I was right, I did figure it out, and then I sort of threw myself a bit of a mind bender because it didn't work the way I thought, and then actually I realised that no, you were right in the first place. Yes, it was coal at that mine. It's one of those things, obviously sometimes the game, it was an abandoned mine, so it tells your mind that, oh, I'm not going to get things out there, but then this is a game, and of course it is supposed to be used in that exact way. Oh, okay. I don't suppose it really does matter. That's with chattering. Yeah, it probably is better actually if we just do a couple on this. While that's filling though, we could be going to this and sorting this out. So we are going to do, no, we have got it going, and we did stick some water in. Fantastic. How much water did we get in? 178 tons, 53 tons of digestate already. I do love how good that is for digestate. I am right though, we are going to need to call in an old friend, the slurry yard. Or do we do fertiliser? No, I said I wasn't going to do fertiliser on this Let's Play, so I think we're going to call in an old friend that matches that perfectly. Ooh, yeah, that's a light. So that's set. But did we set it distributing the silage? That's what I want to know. No, I haven't got it on this Let's Play because we've got one set, and I'm going to keep to that as well. Yeah, have we told the silage to distribute? We have indeed. Brilliant. The digestate. Right, okay, fantastic. No, I just need to fill. Yes, now I should have a no problem. I did bite the bullet and I have upgraded my processor, so that means on this motherboard it does indeed give me twice the bandwidth I used to have. So there shouldn't, I haven't noticed a single, so it does go to prove that even though the experts said, oh, it shouldn't really matter, it does matter. Yeah, your bandwidth was obviously the thing that was causing stutters. There wasn't quite enough they call it bottlenecks, yeah, with graphics card. There was obviously a bit of a bottleneck caused by the fact of how much data there is on Agres. So now I haven't seen a single stutter, so it should have footage better than I've ever had it ever before, due to the fact that this is a desktop rather than a laptop. Yeah, I mean, I always had to I knew obviously I'd got to tweak things, you know. So let's give him a chance. I'd like to see if it can manage this, really. I would say it could. It is a plucky little thing with a bit of a heart of a lion. Right, let's keep this going, because you know, I always need to do some with the distributor, because there's no water in that now, so I might do the couple of those off camera. Can you manage? I think once you've got going, you'll be alright. Yeah, you are definitely at the limit though, you're really not. Yeah, and this is not going to be so easy because it's a swivel axle. And it is on right, so actually that's not bad. If we hug, in fact if we go into the we should pretty much get that right. Right, let's get you. We should get the last of the sugar beet done. We will have a pop over and we'll see the exotic gardens as well and see how they're doing. Yes, that is the last of that. Fantastic. That didn't take too long, really. Let's move him out the way, or we'll not be doing anything. Yeah, it's funny. This yard is it's at its limit now. Definitely, of space. I mean, obviously, I can put a few implements, but you can see I've had to be very creative with the way that I've put things in there. And we're using down the side and all that type of thing. So I think maybe there's a lot of good ground where we could stick some storage. There's a little triangle. Now then we should, because this is not as long, to be able to put that about there. And we can still walk through the gate. Let's stick that in one of the sheds for a minute. Yeah, now I know you can, in any shed, you can put things in the way of other implements. I'm not a massive fan of that. I know there are some sheds that seem to, that you've got to do it that way and all the rest of it. So I'm not a fan of that style of doing it, because you'd seem to be defeating yourself if you've got to pull lots of things out of the way all the time. Yeah, you could use just a standard big open space and then just fill it, but then you've got forever. It's a bit like your attic. That gets to be like that, where it's just a morass of stuff in the attic that you can't get to anything because there's just way too much in there. And then of course you realise this, and you don't ever go in there because you realise it's going to take me half an hour to get anything sorted in this place. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff I've got in my attic that's a bit like that, that you don't really, subconsciously you don't really want to go in there because you know it's a nightmare. Yeah, so I don't think that kind of way of doing things, I think it's counterproductive. I'd sooner build another shed because there's a need. Of course, in real life, yeah, I mean, let's be honest, you can't always afford to do something like that. And yeah, well, actually, even in Farming Simulator, you can't always, but we are at a time right now where we're actually alright. Where there have been times where we couldn't afford an implement, couldn't even afford to lease an implement on this very farm, so yeah, it's not like we're a stranger to that. It's just things are beginning to, yeah, get a little bit better for us. Right, fantastic. Right then, yeah, there's those couple. I'm not sure what we can do about the low loader. Let's do another, let's fill that for the next load. Right, I'm going to stop the cameras for a minute. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over to the water distributor. We're going to do a couple on there. Should I? Yeah, we will. I'm going to pan in and out. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Well, I've done that in the wrong order, actually. Yeah, I literally have gone over. I've done one set at the water thing. So I thought it's one of those jobs that's a bit, yeah, you've got to stay there a few minutes to get quite a few things because of how big that is. Should have had a look at the exotic garden now then. Can we sneak down the side of one of these fields? Because yeah, this isn't, no it is it is on the right thing. Yeah, that's, yes, that's right, I'm getting it wrong in my head. Yeah, it is. We've got our ramp, it's just not right across the road from it, it's just a little bit down the road, but we've still done that thing. We've got the exotic gardens to go and see how they're doing. I'm not sure how they've got plenty of water in, and we could see that they were blue, so that they're all active. Yeah, there's no stopping, which means only water, so they're definitely good at that. Now this doesn't really need a lot of water. Yeah, although we've got the water thing here, it's not one of those things that really, yeah, is terribly. Now this should get this going, and this was my point. JMGaming on the very first bit on the test map, I think you got 70 tons of olives, which really would be the equivalent of about 6 years harvest. So that was very generous. But all of our olives produce that much in a year. Now that's not going to produce much oils, and at that point is the bit where you're tempted to let's buy some products in. I'd like it to be our product, which is why I'd like to feature those other olive gardens. So we may need to buy a field to accept that. That's one thing that I may have to do. Right, let's set this going now. Have we got any? Yeah, while we're here, let's have a quick check. I know we bought the sodium peroxide. We still, I thought we did buy a ton. Obviously not enough. Yeah, we need to be getting that done, don't we? So that's going to produce a few bits, plenty of water. So can we can do something about this right now, actually, because the Reich has a super duper ability, as in quite a few trailers have got that super duper ability. I'm sure this is one, or is it the Reich? I think it is. I think this one goes down to a bale trailer, or is it animals on this one? We'll have a look. Yeah, there are some, aren't there, that go down to the bale configuration where it becomes a flatbed. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is one. I think it is, because it does look like those panels are like that, but that doesn't mean to say I'm right. Let's have a look, because then we could actually just get the peroxide and get another ton, get another 4 of those, and we can run them over. Right, somewhere here. We will repair you as well, and we'll customize. Haha, you see. You can. I do like the way it does it as well with the side panels. That's quite good. Right, we'll stick you there. Well, I'm not going to start him because he starts instantly. That's the beauty of electric. I've got to be honest, I am quite impressed with that. Yeah. And that's why I keep my lag on, as in natural, where you do just take seconds to start an engine, because it really does. So right, we want to be going in pallets, and it is pallets. We want to be 4 of these. Think was, oh, and while we're in there, silage additive. Brilliant, excellent. Let's get that on. Yeah, do we need anything else while I'm here? I am not sure. And usually you remember when you get home, which is Murphy's Law is the nice way to put that. Yeah, I personally know there's another name, but yeah, and I'm sure most other people do. But yeah, it's let's keep this. Right, I think we can do 2 at a time. In fact, I think we can probably grab them on top of each other and actually do all. But then how are you going to stick them? They're going to collapse on the. Yeah, it's. Yeah, let's keep this nice, so it's going to look. It's not the biggest of trailers either. Obviously, this is. Yeah, I would like to feature that a little bit more, where I use multi-use trailers. A let's play where it becomes important. Start from scratches, or a little bit like that. So right, that should, yeah, perfect. Yeah, I've never done that, where like the hook lift wouldn't be a bad one to have with the multiple backs. I did that a little bit at the beginning on Stone Valley, and then we got some good trailers as well, and it soon got that didn't become an aspect of it. Of course, there are disadvantages to that approach as well, in so much as you're forever having to keep swapping backs, but yeah, it's also cheaper, which that does, yeah. Economics are a factor in farming, as in any business really, where yeah, sometimes you can't afford, especially at the beginning where you're just starting a business. I mean, we're not just started, we have, oh, there he is, the red butterfly. Can never focus in on him very well though. I'm glad that JMGaming's done him. He does like a circuit, I think. Yeah, he's coming there. He's over by the barrels. Yeah, just gone past us. Amazing. Yes, it was this exact model, but not the electric version, that we had issues with on Rogue Valley. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before, especially with the Giants made it just didn't work. It was as simple as that. It would not accept telehandler implements, and I was a bit nonplussed. But I did go out on a limb. I was quite chuffed actually with the fact that I just carried on. Yeah, there would have been a time when I'd have stopped recorded or something and then done a bit of off the cameras, but I didn't do that, and I'm quite pleased. I just cracked on and just went through a process of elimination. And yeah, I was right. It was not. Yeah, it was the telehandler that was broken somehow. So even though it was repaired, it didn't work. It wouldn't accept telehandler implements, and it was a Giants one. So yeah, it was definitely different. Now there, can we zoom in on you, little butterfly? It is little, the red one. Yeah, it is actually. Yeah. I do like the fact it's here on this particular patch. Yeah, wow, it is little. Just, yeah, oh wow. Right, I think I'm a little too close now. Right, let's get this hydroxide in, and that business will carry on. Yeah, this is a time for sorting all this little lot out. We'll run this, then we'll send a worker hopefully along the roads to the farm with this, and we are going to pop. I'm going to go and do a couple more loads of water at the distributor, and then we will come back in. What are we going to do? I think, as I said, this is going to be the session, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm trying to get around the sessions again after Rogue Valley. That will be replacing St. Calais, and that St. Calais I'm going to do an episode every now and again, because there are sometimes, as I think I said before, where you don't always feel up to doing the big ones, like Riverside. Agres I do. Yeah, brilliant, it is fantastic. Alright, let's get this going. Yeah, there are times when, especially in the week with the work, where you like think, phone. Weather forecast, would you believe? At 6 minutes past 6 in the morning. Thank you very much, Met Office, for that update. Oh dear. But there's only myself to blame for actually requesting it. Not this time in the morning, though, I might add. Right, let's see. Can we use this, the AI, from here to the farmyard? And we've got to sort of guess roughly where, because yeah, sometimes it is the fact that you've actually, now the island I would say is about there. We could go onto the white, so yeah, where that water towery thing is, but I think that's not going to like that. Oh, okay. Right, okay then, I'm going to see you in a minute. I'm going to bring you back in when I've done a few water distributor ones, and then we're going to have a look at the exotic. In fact, let's look at the exotic gardens first. Yeah, aren't we close to that? Couldn't we just run over here rather than... Actually, no, that is that one, but I do think we're still not that far away, really. It would have made more sense if I'd have bought those exotic gardens, actually, but the scene is set. We have done it. Yeah, it's this setup here, isn't it? Of course, I wasn't thinking at that time about... And it's... Yeah, this is my trouble. I always have everything right on top of, I believe... No, that is our main yard. It's still a little bit... It's here somewhere. Ah. Well, that's definitely not a tree. Oh, hang on a minute. That's a river. It is. You know. Ah, here we go. Right, we will sort you out, Padme, once we have sorted this out. Yeah, we shall... you shall get our undivided attention. Yes, it's further than I thought. Oh dear. Yeah. Let's see, how are they doing? Have I got them on distribute? That is the question. Right, let's answer that question. Was it this very day that we actually did it though? Is that not going to be the problem? No, it isn't that at all. It is going to be the fact that we are storing right. Let's see. Yeah, these are the little hidden jobs. That 12-hour thing that I mentioned. I do think I wasn't far off, because these are still jobs that we'd got all sorted before and now we haven't. Right, so I'm going to stop recording for 1 minute. Oh, we already have some pallets. They're only little pallets. Yeah, right, I'm going to see you over at the water distributor. Yes, they were caught on the white fence. Yeah, literally, they were still working and just, yeah, getting paid for... Well, I don't really know, sitting on a fence, basically. So we have just thanked them for their faithful service, and we have now, yeah, got it off. So they didn't get too far up this white road, so that's not too bad. Yeah, right, let's be careful. Yeah, we need to... We'll stick this, actually, that's not a bad idea. I think we'll just stick this... Yeah, near the fuel. Because that is, yeah, I like that as well. I have used that in that red barrels before for that exact thing. Right, water distributor, I think I promised, but let's do a big one while we're here. Yeah, and then I'm going to go and do a few at the water distributor. Right, see you shortly. Yeah, I thought I'd bring you in, actually. Only, of course, I lost total control switching the camera on. Yeah, I think this is probably the only... Yeah, the sugar beet is the one field that we have that has actually taken. I was just thinking to myself, actually, that perhaps next time we do that type of thing, that I think I need to let it grow at least one season, 1 month before I switch seasons off. I think it could well have been that. So we're going to literally set this going on this. The grass, we could do that as well for yeah, all the other crops I don't think have taken, unfortunately. Yeah, it's like Stone Valley where it's not either that or they're fallow and it's going to grow next year. So we've still lost the year's production really of this. I just had a crazy thought of ripping all the fields up and putting grass down and then doing it in the correct season. I suppose that's one thing we could do. I'll get a massive harvest of silage, I suppose, but there's a lot of work to do that, really. And also a lot of waste. Yeah, the trouble is I think it's gone wrong completely. So anyway, I'm going to create the course off camera. I'm going to set this going, and then we're going to bring that in, and then I'm going to crack on. I've been doing quite a few different... I've been hopping, which I don't do on camera, so I've been, yeah, tabbing to all the exotic gardens and all that type of thing, and doing sort of quite a few water runs in the background. So I'm going to bring you in a few minutes, and we shall have a look at what I've been doing. See you shortly. Right, let's set that going. I'm not pleased with this. It's a weird course. Yeah, it's not going... I'm not sure it's not going to go into the water or something. It's only given me one headland, which there's not a lot of turnaround space, and it's going strangely. Yeah, if I just jump in, you'll see it's up, down quite a lot, and it's going, yeah, the turnarounds are going to be getting a little bit too close to the water, so I'm expecting that to go kaplunk in the water, if I'm honest. Yes, right, while we're here, we shall also, yeah, in a minute we'll have a look. I've not designed this terribly well. I should have put the water a little bit closer to the top. I think I did it better last time. Yeah, it's always a casualty, something that doesn't quite, yeah, I've got to, I know it's not a lot. I always just, streamlining on anything is obviously a massive, and that grass does hide the fact that is floating a little bit. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it certainly is a step in the right direction. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure, yeah, unless I'd have put the tap just in the middle, I don't really think there's much better. It's not like I've got a long way to go. So, oh, we should have had some seeds gone out at 9 o'clock, if that's working. If that doesn't work next session, we should be manually grabbing 2 or 3 tons of seeds for each of those. I'm going to just buy some, or I think we did buy some, didn't we, for that, and then I obviously bought it to try to put it back, which is realistic. We did first time, we did exactly that. So yeah, let's have a look. How much have we got? In fact, let's have a look at our productions while that's busy filling. Yeah, how have I done? Yeah, we have 61 tons of water in this. Now these ones had already got quite a bit. I've done one fill on one of these, which is that one there. Yeah, and how much have we got in here? Water is up at 514 tons out of 2 million. That's gonna last a while. It does use it quite. Ooh, fantastic! Now that has made all the difference. Brilliant. So there we go. And they're all, yeah, there we go. That's all it was. Priorities. See, yes, I can learn. You can teach an old dog new tricks. It's definitely true. Right, let's do a few more of these. Right, so let's just have a quick look on the field and see how that's doing. In fact, you know something? Being as that's the only bit of farm work, they're not very far away from us. Let's go and actually, let's go and have a look, shall we? It's not a massive job, and I think, yeah, what we're going to do is after this job is finished, ooh, yeah, put the, you can see I'd put the herbicide in. There's a bit of one tub left, so I think what we're going to do is, oh, we were going to look at the BGA though. Let's have a quick look, because just watching that on the field is not the most interesting. How are we doing on the BGA? That's how we're doing on the BGA. Fantastic. Now then, we have got some sunflowers which we have got in storage. We're going to do that as the last job I think we had got. Oh, and did we stick on the straw silage? We didn't. So there we go. There's plenty of silage going to be done then for a while. Now this is the bit I'm worried about. It's, yeah, you're going to be clocking stuff, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to clock that tree. You don't even know it yet. Yeah. It's, yes, this is not an easy solution to this really, because the fields are in the shape that they are. Let's put the lines on. I've got to get used to using this truthfully. Right, okay, let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, it would mean if you're going to streamline, the only way you can ever make this course work is if... Right, that's about... Let's go back a little and let's do nearest. And let's switch off that completely and go. Yeah, I think, should we time lapse this little bit? No, it's only, it literally is, you can see it's an up and a down and then a really tiny little bit. 2 minutes and it's going to be done, truthfully. So let's sit back and enjoy the show. Let's show this beast off. It's like an adapted tractor. Yeah, it is. It's quite an amazing sort of thing. I know it's not the biggest. It's very reasonable, but I'm glad. I did want to actually. I don't think we got this. I think we bought this new, didn't we? I'm sure we did. Or was it? There is a way to check this out in our equipment. Now it will obviously be a certain age, but where are we? Grape technology, crop protection. 8 months, and no, this was new. It really was. Hence the fact that it hasn't devalued very much. Yeah, this was a new one. I did think so. Right. Luckily, no trees this side. So, ooh. Yeah, that was my other fear. Was that the road's a little close for the booms. Oh, flying car. Do you know something? Do you know something? I think we're going to take over. I'm sure we can be a little less faffy and actually get this done much quicker if we do it ourselves. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so Rogue River Valley, it's a fantastic map, really unique features. I really absolutely love it, I truly do. But I think I'm right. I've got up to the stage where I'm going to be a millionaire, and we're only well, I don't class Rules of Engagement as an episode. Don't get me wrong, there were long sessions, we did do a lot on those sessions, but still I don't think I've ever been a mill in on about episode 4 or episode 3 technically, because I don't class, when we're buying the equipment and going through that initial year, that you're not really doing any farming at all. So yeah, we're going to be a millionaire next session because the prices are so good. I mean, again, it happens on a lot of Let's Plays have a sell point. The Old Stream Farm did, that's better than all others, a better price than all other sort of sell points. So it's not anything that's any difference to any other map, but the prices are very generous. There's some really good, and then of course you can get free coal and you can get free iron. Now iron is free even on the Silver Run map, but I think that's sort of controlled by the fact that it's a cabbage white or whatever it is. Now this is the one we had in the past, so the one that I left. Yeah, I'd like to put a bit of a shed, maybe even on this grass bit here, just one for, perhaps, no, I think, the grass side, I think that a little bit, there is quite a long set of trees. We might actually thin out the trees in one area and put a little sort of thin shed, one of the French farm production sets or something like that. Just say growing, that's the thing that's a bit weird. Yeah, I reckon it's going to go fallow, and then next year it's going to pop up like we've grown them. Yeah, I think it's the season switch on that's done something weird, but I might be wrong. Right, what have we got left to do? No, we've finished. Well, that's done. I think we are going to, I'd like to speed through till next month, because we've done the spraying of the only field that's actually done any good apart from the grass, pH, and on that grass field, wasn't that what we said we were going to, or did I do it? Remind me, I thought I had. Yes, we have done both things. Brilliant. Okay then, so to round this episode off, I think we are going to go through till tomorrow morning, definitely. Yes, I've uploaded my third and final episode of Rogue River Valley for this week, and that's gone on, just finished uploading. It's just checking now on YouTube. I've got it open on my other screen on the laptop, so yeah, that is where I'm leaving it for now until its turn next time. And say St. Callie will be having the odd episode now and again. Yeah, I did say I wasn't sure how long that was going to go, but I don't want to finish it where it is. It'd be like hanging in mid-air, and I don't really like that. Now remind myself what's a Titan header. Yeah, that's very good value, I might add. We make sure, that's one final check because it is important. Make sure that obviously the only thing we've not done is sunflowers. We've not taken those down to the oil place. The straw side, now this is where I've shown this a few times. If you just sleep through, it will do one thing. So sometimes you are best when you've set things going to actually speed up a couple of hours of the day, because it only takes a couple of minutes, because that will process more than one instruction. Whereas if you sort of do it the other way, it will just do one set of instructions. So this way seeds are distributing in the background, and things are processing, and the straw will be changing. And well, did I tell it to distribute though? That's the one thing. Now then, did we switch the sugar on? No, that wants to be active. And that's all active and is going. They're all good. And did we do the silage, straw silage? Did we tell that to distribute? Oh no, it's silage. Of course we did. Yeah, absolutely we did. Because that's, yeah, but that's why we're checking. Yeah, they're all happy. So the grape gardens are all going now. Silage is kept busy. Soap business is busy, and it will be spawning. Yeah, fantastic. So all of our businesses bar the sunflower are actually done. So with that in mind, now we can sleep through, because we might actually get, oh, we have got some good tick ups there actually. 273, 60 odd grand. That is amazing. Yeah, let's slow down a little, but that's, I'm still very happy with that. 200, it briefly said 290,000 and then went down to 288. So I don't know what that was about. Spider, the Clarice. I've had the Clarice for a long while, and the Massey Ferguson. Yeah, what have we? Yeah, we've got a decent fertiliser spreader. The Clarice is good, it is, but I prefer ones like that because you can put narrows on them. Well, not on them, on the tractor that has them, and therefore you don't do damage. The Clarice, you can only run that over when the field's empty because it has got big wheels and therefore does do damage, as I found out on that. Well, of course, if you're using a worker, it doesn't, but then you've got to grab the worker and tell him to move off the field, and it adds an extra element of faffiness caused by that one fact. Right, I'm going to leave it here. Yeah, we're doing very well in the month of June now. Let's have a look. Yeah, the thing that always gets me is if your fields were growing, as I found on Stone Valley, on the very session that you sow them, they go green, the fields go green. But in any, yeah, alright, they don't go green. You see, they are showing as growth. You see, this is the one thing we didn't get on Stone Valley. This is why I think actually they are alright, because you're getting the green stages. You didn't get that on Stone Valley, but you should be seeing some sort of growth by now. Literally physical. Yeah, I mean, if that field's doing that, unless it's going to just spring up ready to me, suggests it's not. And yet it is. This could be a bit like weeds, where, yeah, the weeds aren't sort of visible, but they are there. Is all I can think. But it is promising, the fact that it says it's green and growing. And it is a very, I mean, field 1, we know that the field 2 is that they're visible. Perhaps, when is, you see, yeah, that is a point. When is the growth stage? When is it to be harvested? Soon, it would be. Yeah, it would be next month, and there's no way that's springing up. So I personally think it's almost classed as a late crop that's going to grow next year. Hence the fact it's still in that very beginning growth stage. And the olives, likewise, they're growing and only just beginning to. Wow, they are not. Let's just, I know I don't do this very often, but let's go and have a look, because that's intrigued me. They are actually showing that there is growth on the, yes, fantastic. Well, that has made my day, it really has. Yeah, so hopefully we shall see the same in this, and we do need to spray our weeds. Yeah, we've got weeds in that field, and this was ploughed, and there you see the difference. Marty was exactly right. If you use the plough, you don't get weeds, and if you don't use the plough, that was a no-till, you do get weeds, and that is definitely proven that that is the case. So we need to be weeding that at some point soon, and that has made my day that we are happy. I'm really happy. And yes, this single big field now, we will be waiting until this catches up as that second growth stage, and we'll be cutting this as a manual field. I'm well chuffed that this is actually taking place. Will I get another cut though, or do I do June. If I cut it now, second growth stage, we're still going to get quite a lot, and then I'm going to get July, August, September, October, November. I'm going to get one more cut in. If we wait till July, August, September, October, I think we need to cut that this month, even though we're going to lose a little tiny bit. Otherwise, we're not going to get a third cut in, and that is important for us now that we're going into the silage business. We do need to be doing that, and I would like to call the builders in. And no, the grass is, I'm happy with grass here actually, yeah, but I do want to do something here. Yeah, that's a bit messy. I think we'll have that bit concreted, if I'm honest. I might get that, call the builders in between sessions, and yeah, we'll have a look at that next time. And I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.